Now coming to the UPSC aspect. UPSC is Union Public Service Commission, and in a sarcastic way it is Unpredictable Service Commission, psychopath, clear. It's a unique public service commission. Many people give unique names. People who select in UPSC, they call UPSC as Unique Public Service Commission. People who fail in prelims, they say it as Unpredictable Service Commission. People who never have qualified UPSC examination, they say it as a psychopath. Clear? So, which state you will be down the line 4 years, 5 years or 6 years down the line, on that basis UPSC appears. Either it appears like a villain for you or it appears like a heroic character. Done. So, this UPSC conducts examinations like for CAPF Assistant Commandant, Civil Services and various examinations like Combined Defense Services. But here exclusively you have SIT to prepare for Civil Services examination, which is going to conduct by UPSC. Hope you have got the introduction regarding with what is UPSC, right? So, within the Civil Services examination, you know what is the exam pattern? Everyone know it, right? Pre, mains, it's not interview, it's rather personality test. Interview is the place where your knowledge is checked. Your knowledge, like who have started Microsoft, who have started Gmail, which countries border with Ukraine, which countries border with Mediterranean Sea, where is Tigris River, who is the president of Yugoslavia, who is the prime minister of Norway or president of Norway. This is the place where your knowledge is checked in interview. But here they won't ask anything. They will not ask you who is the president of Russia. They will not ask you how many states are there in Australia. You are supposed to fill a form called as detailed application form. In that every detail of yours you would be filling there. So whatever details you would be filling here, on that basis they will check your personality. For example, they will be asking about hobbies. तो हॉबीज में अगर फॉर एग्जाम्पल मेनी पीपल विल राइट प्लेइंग क्रिकेट, आजकल तो वो ट्रेंड चल रहा है ना, IPL आफ्टर came into our lives, so many people want to play cricket like hit 6 like MS Dhoni. Mostly 80% of boys they will write this, and most of the girls tend to write helping mother, cooking, reading books. Clear? Innocently they think that if we write this they will give us more marks, but if you write this they will ask you what kind of books you will be reading. Then you have to say some horror thriller or some James Bond kind of book. So whatever you are writing here, they will test that यहाँ पे जो आप लिखे हैं, whatever you have written here, did you write it with conscious or did you write it truthfully what you are, or you are bluffing. One of my friends, what he has did is, वो उसका first interview था, he was in an anxious state. It was in 2014. So he was asking many people that hobbies में लिखना क्या है. Many people has suggested him very foolish things, like आप ये लिखो इस पे क्वेश्चन आएगा, ये लिखो इस पे क्वेश्चन आएगा. मैं बोला what you are, you write it. If you don't have any hobby, just regularly say what you regularly do. For example, मैं तो playing cricket was my hobby, मैं तो playing cricket लिख लिया. Reading books, I had a habit of reading books, but I never have written it in hobby section because I know what question they will be asking in it. So I've written playing cricket, cooking and motivation. These are the 3 terms which I have written in the hobbies. But मेरा friend ने क्या किया था? He has written working with NGO, where he did not work with NGO for 1 day also. Working with NGO, working with self-help groups. So immediately तुरंत जैसे UPSC बोर्ड के सामने बैठ गया, they have asked him, like, for which NGO you have worked? Then obviously he did not work for any NGO, he has to bluff some name. He has bluffed some name and interviewers have caught him saying that, acha, which organization it was, when it was established, why it was established, are you still working, do you want to work? What is the difference between NGO and self-help group? Matlab, they started poking everything in it and he was red-handedly caught. So that's why you have to be very truthful for you and for UPSC. Then only UPSC will give you some fruits. You give truthful seeds to UPSC, it will give fruitful fruits to you. Otherwise, if you are bluffing me or yourself, or if you are bluffing your parents, your friends, brother, sister, don't come to this. Be very truthful. Agar hain to hain. You don't know, you don't know. That's it. Okay. So hope you know what would be there in prelims, mains, like 2 papers, general studies and CSAT. Mains, 5 common paper, SH or GS paper. Optional depends from individual to individual. Some take anthropology, some take geography, some take history, some take sociology, depending upon their personality. And some regular papers, you know, mother tongue and English compulsory language. So once you qualify this particular mains, then you will be called up for personality test. Now, in this particular course of preparation, role of geography. I'll speak about both geography and environment. This subject is very important and this will help you in preparation for UPSC civil services, and this will make you an IAS. Hope you have heard this dialogue from every faculty. Yes or no? History faculty comes and he says that history is important. Polity faculty comes, he says polity is important. Economy faculty आए कि नहीं, but आए तो वो भी वही बोलेंगे, तो मैं भी वही बोलूँगा. But frankly, this particular subject is mother of all sciences. The reason behind it is, if earth itself is not there, then from where came polity, history, economy? Yes or no? So this is the prior starting point of everything. That's the reason why UPSC gives a special focus on this particular subject, and this particular geography and environment which is there, that has close association with the disaster management and agriculture also. So while you are reading geography and environment, inbuilt, you will learn agriculture and disaster management including in it. You might have watched Malayalam movie 2018 wala. Recently I have watched it 1 week back. So in that, the task of disaster management comes into picture. So you yourself, being a district collector, being a disaster manager, have to manage all the disasters where your district would be facing. So that aspect also would be included in this. Now coming into the amount of strength which this particular geography and environment will be having in preliminary examination. In preliminary examination, in the general studies, we shall be having 100 questions. If you ask me, sir, how many questions would be coming from geography and environment in this 100, my answer is 0 to 100. 0 to 100. I can't give a blueprint because UPSC has never given a blueprint to me. So how can I give a blueprint to you? So 0 to 100, somewhere near closer to 0 to 100, any number of questions can come in UPSC from geography and environment. But if you take the latest trend of last 10 years, somewhere near closer, average, मैंने average calculate किया था, 33 to 35 questions came from geography and environment. If you want, you will get a book in the market by name called as Prelims Previous Year Question Paper Book by Disha Publications. You will get a book in the market. You can buy that book. In the first initial pages, they have given a bar diagram and a graph representation of how many questions have come from different subjects in different year. You can calculate it. You will be getting this average itself. Okay. Sir, why? Almost 1/3 of the question paper is filled with geography and environment. Why? The reason behind it is, this particular preliminary examination is common for Indian Administrative Service, Indian Police Service. Along with that, it is also common for Indian Forest Services examination. Are you getting this point? Indian Forest Services examination. So mains is different for civil services and forest services, but prelims is common for both. So you can apply for both, or you can apply only for civil services. You can apply for both also. So when you would be applying for both, preliminary examination is common. That priorly Indian Forest Services will have more cutoff relatively to that of civil services. If civil services का cutoff 100 है, उसका 120 रहेगा. somewhere near closer. Okay. So as this preliminary examination is also common prelims for forest service examination, a person who will become a forest service officer, obviously he has to have knowledge on this particular geography and environment more. Relatively he has to have more knowledge. So on that relative basis, approximately 1/3 of the paper would be designed under geography, environment and agricultural aspects itself. If you want, you can go and check out. You will find the same figure which I have quoted here. Okay. Now coming to the geography and environment role in mains. The thing which I am speaking now, this is the actual truth. Hope you might know the truth or not, but it is my duty that I have to say you the truth. The truth is like, UPSC has given 4 papers which are very common, 5 papers in general. Essay, GS1, GS2, GS3, GS4. You know what are the different subjects which are present in 1, 2, 3, 4? 1 में क्या क्या है? History, art and culture, heritage, Indian society, geography. Paper 2 में polity, constitution, governance, social justice, international organization and international relation. Paper 3 economic growth and development, social development, science and technology, environment, disaster management, border management, internal security. Paper 4 ethics, integrity, aptitude. Very good. What was the main necessity for UPSC to club these subjects one over another? They might have given separate papers like for history, geography, polity, yes or no? But why they have clubbed this syllabus and given is, the questions whichever you would be seeing in the mains, those particular questions, they appear like integrated questions. There won't be any specific question on geography or specific question on history. Or whenever you write answer, it is not necessary that you should only write the historical perspective. For example, if they have asked a question on explain the importance of plains. Plains. What would be the importance of plains? Agriculture will happen, human settlement will happen, transport and communication would be very high. There won't be much disasters which would be created. More high population density we can see over there. Alluvial soils would be present. These are the common points which you would be writing in geographical perspective. But in this particular answer, you can also include historical perspective, economic perspective or political perspective. So answers every time whenever you write, you have to write it in this manner, space. Socially, politically, administratively, culturally, environmentally, ecologically, educationally, economically. Your answer should appear much more diversified and questions would also be much more diversified. Exclusively if you see geography and environment, geography is present in your GS paper 1. Geography is, environment is present in your GS paper 3. Agriculture is part of GS paper 3, disaster management is also part of GS paper 3. But sometimes questions from GS paper 3 might be interlinked with GS paper 1. Questions from GS paper 1 might be interlinked with the GS paper 3. So role of geography doesn't only end up at GS paper 1. It will also have its integratedness in GS paper 3. And one more important point is in GS paper 2, you have polity, constitution, governance, social justice, international organizations and international relations, yes or no? So to write something about India-Pakistan relations, isn't it necessary that you have to understand about the geography of India and Pakistan? If you want to write something about Ukraine and Russia relations, isn't it you have to know about Ukraine and Russia geography? Yes or no? Or if you want to write something about special status given to the Himalayan states. Why Himalayan states would be given special status? Because they are very closer to the disaster risk zone. earthquakes, landslides, heavy rainfalls, cloudburst, floods. That's why special status have been given. So unless and until you know the geography, Uttarakhand region every time experiences flash floods. If you become a part of district collector of some district in Uttarakhand, Gadwal district of Uttarakhand, you should know the geography of that region. Yes or no? So in this way, geography and environment doesn't end itself in GS paper 1 and 3. It will also have its integratedness in GS paper 2. And while writing ethics answers also. For example, let's say in ethics, you know, what would be there? Like half portion, it would be theoretical in nature. They'll be asking what is value, what is ethics, what is morality, what is integrity, what is empathy, which we never had in our life. In this particular 21st century, no one had value, no one had moral, no one had ethics. But we write very high definitions. Values are driven from our parents, society. Who never had any value, they will also write very good answers. So actual its का जो implementation होगा when you get into the service, then दिखेगा. Do you have empathy? Do you have attitude? Do you have ethics or not? But part 2 of ethics paper will have case studies. Case study का मतलब they will give a case to you. For example, if you are a district collector in one of the districts where sand mining is going on, clear, and higher authorities are pressurizing you that you have to stop that particular sand mining in your district, where the local tribals are supporting that particular sand mining because they don't have any other alternate livelihood. So if you poke anything in that sand mining, this tribal's livelihood would be missing. In that condition, what you are going to do? You are officer in one of the forest, and there you have seen that illegal mining of uranium started happening, like which has happened in Nallamalla forestry. So in that they might give you some case. So within that particular case, if you want to write, geography knowledge should be there or not. Coming to essay, आजकल तो essay philosophy में बहुत चल रहा है. So earlier in our friend circle, whenever one of our friends जिसको 4 पेग के बाद चढ़ गया तो वो philosophy बात करेगा, है ना. So whenever we sit with friends and do party, after 4 पेग का वोडका के बाद what he does, तो वो भाषण देना शुरू करेगा. यार life is nothing but reality. You know what life is. Clear, we have to die after our life. We have to take rebirth. मतलब 4 पेग वोडका जाने के बाद everyone becomes गौतम बुद्धा. 6 पेग के बाद पता चलेगा कि वो घर जाएगा कि नहीं, है ना. So this kind of philosophical quotes which your friend said, sometimes they might appear in the essay itself. But every time it is not true that your friend का जो statement वोडका के बाद आएगा वो नहीं आएगा. But those great leaders like Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, Mother Teresa, Barack Obama, clear, these great leaders, when they have fought for the world peace, they might have spelled some statements. Like for example, Gandhi ji, be the change what you want to see in the society. Like Abdul Kalam ji. So such kind of philosophical biased essays are coming, but instantly one of the essay is some or directly or indirectly related with geography. Either the essay comes from climate change, global warming, agriculture, sustainable agricultural practices which we are following, organic farming. So this geography knowledge will also somehow help in your essay writing also. And leaving optional apart, that is not our cup of tea as of now. We should not discuss that in this particular lecture. So that is the role of geography. Many people think that geography GS paper mein 100 marks आएंगे, so we will write all the questions and geography khatam. But no, every part of geography, it is not only geography, history, economy. Economy role is not ended in GS paper 3 itself. It will also fall in paper 1, paper 2, paper 4 and essay. That's why this integratedness, UPSC has designed it very well and given you as general studies papers. That's it. Are you getting this point? So never, whenever you read geography, for example, if I am saying about any river, Ganga river or Yamuna river, Yamuna river originates from Yamunotri glacier and it joins with Ganga at Allahabad or Prayagraj. If I am saying this thing related with Yamuna river, you should not stop your mind only at this river bunch. You should think about its polity. Political geography, from which cities it passes. It passes through Delhi, it passes through Mathura, it passes through Agra. When it is passing through Agra, what is famous in Agra? Taj Mahal. Who has built it? Shah Jahan. किसके लिए built किया? Mumtaz. Who was Mumtaz? His girlfriend. Wife नहीं था, girlfriend था actually. But third wife बुलाया जाता है, but actual में she was girlfriend accordingly to my sense which I know. So while reading geography, your mind can go to history also. But इतना भी नहीं जाना नहीं चाहिए कि like मुमताज एंड शाहजहां कितने लेटर लिखे थे, हु प्रपोज्ड शाहजहां फर्स्ट, मतलब इतना हिस्ट्री भी पढ़ना नहीं चाहिए. ताजमहल तक ठीक है, ताजमहल पढ़ लिए. व्हाट काइंड ऑफ आर्किटेक्चर ताजमहल इज बिल्ट अपॉन? इज इट ऑन गांधारा स्कूल ऑफ आर्ट, मथुरा स्कूल ऑफ आर्ट, अमरावती स्कूल ऑफ आर्ट, और इंडो ग्रीक आर्किटेक्चर or Mughal architecture? So on that basis, every time whenever you read or prepare for civil services, your mind has to be integrating different things, connecting different things. That's it. Are you getting this point, everyone? It is simply like Paytm. In Paytm, only money transfer will not happen. We can book flight tickets, we can book movie tickets, we can do our health insurance policies, we can invest somewhere, yes or no, or we can buy some bonds, or we can recharge our mobile phone, electricity bill भर सकते, loans भर सकते, yes or no. So whenever your Paytm, generally आजकल 2000 वो demonetization के बाद Paytm बहुत चला. Whenever Paytm has come into our life, आजकल no one is thinking nothing. Everyone is saying अरे Paytm खोल लो, मूवी का टिकट बुक करना है Paytm खोल लो, भाई शूज खरीदना है Paytm खोलो, भाई want to buy one shirt urgently Paytm में आजकल शॉपिंग भी चल रहा है, वो मिंत्रा का कुछ शॉपिंग. मतलब that integratedness have to come into your mind. Geography is not only stopped with geography, it is integrated with the rest of the papers in your UPSC preparation. Okay, got this point everyone? Clear? People who are live, is this clear? Abhishek ji, Anil, Mutraj, Ashok. Entering into the geography syllabus which has been prescribed by UPSC. Say I am sticking to the syllabus. The reason behind it is, what we have to read is important, but most important is what we have to leave. This is where many aspirants fail. For example, 2020 में a student by name called as Anushita. She now has secured rank number 619 in 2021. 619, Indian Defense Account Services, Audit and Account Services. She has got that particular service. She started her preparation from 2015. But it took her 5 to 6 years to crack this examination. The reason behind it was, she used to read all the unnecessary stuff mostly. For example, in geography, she used to read population census also, which were never required. So later on, in 2020, when she realized that we have to skip many things, the stuff which she was left out with, that was very less, and the revision part was very more. That's why she has secured rank in 2021. That's why you also be on this note, like what is required to read and what is required to leave. If you are unable to get it, please do ask your mentor or faculty. Wherever you find time with them, you ask them, they will be helping you out. Okay. So I'll write down the syllabus. No need that you also write this. You will find the same stuff in the UPSC syllabus copy. So the geography syllabus gives, like in GS paper 1, it is salient features of world physical geography. Second line of the syllabus gives like natural resources distribution across world, including South Asia and India. Syllabus number 3. Factors responsible for location of primary, secondary and tertiary industries. Primary, secondary and tertiary industries. Okay. And the fourth line of the syllabus is geophysical phenomena like earthquake, cyclone, tsunami, etc. Geographical features and its location, critical changes in geographical features, including polar ice caps and its flora and fauna, and its reasons. Okay. So these are ultimate 5 lines of the syllabus which has been given in your GS paper 1, where if you read these 5 lines of syllabus, automatically prelims would be covered. So prelim cum mains, we are going to prepare in that integrated regard. Prelims पहले qualify कर लो, बाद में mains देखेंगे नहीं. Prelims cum mains, cum interview. क्लास में जो भी डिस्कस करेंगे, whatever we would be discussing, प्रीलिम्स का डिस्कस करेंगे, मेंस का डिस्कस करेंगे. इंटरव्यू में इससे क्वेश्चन पूछे तो क्या पूछेंगे आपसे, व्हाट वुड बी आस्क्ड. प्रीलिम्स कम मेंस नहीं है, प्रीलिम्स कम मेंस कम पर्सनालिटी टेस्ट. हियर वी आर सिटिंग टू डेवलप आवर पर्सनालिटी एज एन IAS. ओके. मेनी पीपल से that prelims, first let's crack prelims, then we will see mains. Many people, like aspirants who generally prepare in their initial stages, they will have this notion. Prelims के बाद mains का देखेंगे. This will be the notion of aspirant. But मैं थोड़ा उल्टा हूं. मैं I'll think like the psychopath itself. UPSC, if it is psychopath, मैं भी psycho हूं. I'll also think in that psychiatric, like psychopathic manner. What I say is, you will qualify prelims, then you will not qualify mains. Then what is the necessary for you to qualify prelims if you are not qualifying mains itself? Prelims qualify कर रहे हो, you are getting that you are not qualifying mains. If you are not qualifying mains itself, then what is the necessary for you to qualify prelims? So थोड़ा उल्टा सोचना इसके लिए, है ना? So within this particular 5 lines of syllabus, most of your geography would be covered. Like the first line of syllabus, salient features of world physical geography. Line is appearing very simple. बट सिलेबस इन दिस ज्योग्राफी का जो 50% सिलेबस है दैट इज बिल्ट इन दिस. 50% of the geography syllabus is built in this. So first, whenever you see this line of syllabus, salient features of world physical geography, आपको लगता होगा कि like हाँ 10 salient feature रहेगा, which we might have read in school standards. Salient features of कुछ आंसर लिखने का बोलते हैं. So 10 salient feature रहते थे उसका, 5 याद करते थे, 3 लिखते थे, वापस आते थे. But ऐसा नहीं है. Salient features of world physical geography has 3 major core components included in it. This is the principal portion of geography. If you understand this, rest of the geography is easy for you. If you don't understand this, rest of the geography becomes very hard for you. So within this particular aspect, we have geomorphology, climatology, very good, oceanography. Who have said these 2 aspects, oceanography, climatology? Who was saying this? You. Already you have read this? Have idea. You have idea. Climatology. Your background has geography? Bachelor of Arts. So from Usmania. Okay, where? HPG branch. History, Public Administration. अच्छा, आपका? Ma'am. No. What you have read in your graduation? You have idea, very good. Okay. People who might not have idea, because we might have left geography after 10th itself. मैं तो 10th के बाद छोड़ दिया था. So in 2012 when I thought of preparing for civil services, I just know about Tropic of Cancer and Capricorn, and that's the reason why I took geography as optional. बाद में पता चला कि सिर्फ Tropic of Cancer and Capricorn बस नहीं है. Geography का syllabus जो भी है, that is very huge. But these 3 components, when they are understood at very perfect rate, rest of the geography becomes easy. I'll explain how it becomes easy. Okay, geomorphology. Geo means earth. Morphology means modification. Morphology means modification, change, drastic change. So earth has modified. From its formation state, earth has modified. The earth which we are seeing now, that is in a modified state. The mountains, plateaus, plains, valleys which we are seeing now, they are not formed in the process when the earth was formed, when earth took its birth. In the process of time, it has evolved and it has modified. What are the forces which made this modification? We will learn here. How a mountain system is built, we will learn here. Generally, 2 forces have made the modification to happen. Endogenic and exogenic. Endogenic का मतलब from the interior of the earth some forces have acted. Exogenic from exterior, outside the earth's surface. So due to this, earth has modified and created these landforms that we will learn in geomorphology. Volcanism. We know about volcano, we know about earthquakes. So why do an earthquake occur? We'll read in geomorphology. What are the reasons? Even man is also a reason for earthquake. Why volcano will occur? Where does this volcanism come? What happens once the magma comes out? And due to this, is there any global warming or climate change? Acid rain? Ozone depletion? Yes, that will also be seen here. Earthquakes, volcanism, mountain building, plateau building. We will look at different mountains of the world. We will see why the volcanoes are present only at that particular location. In Himalayan region, we will on and often see landslides. Why they are occurring? Only in Himalayas. Why not in Western or Eastern Ghats? What is a landslide? What is mass movement? What is weathering? When you go to desert, you will see sea of sand. From where did this sand came? You will see sand dunes in the deserts. You have seen this, right? Anyone visited Rajasthan? No one. You might have watched in movies, right? Sand dunes, how they are formed. River will flow in a V-shaped structure called as valley. Who created it? Grand Canyon, have you ever heard? All our friends who go to US first वहाँ पे जाके पिक्चर लेके रखेंगे फेसबुक में. फीलिंग चिल्ड एट ग्रैंड कैनियन. चप्पल लेके मारना है. All anti-nationals who go to US leaving India. They are anti-nationals, right? People who have studied their graduation here in India. To serve India, they don't have that guts. We here are sitting day and night, UPSC हमारा दिमाग में बैठ गया है ना. We are here to serve our nation, serve our motherland, the best opportunity. We might serve, we might not serve, that is secondary, but we are trying. We are trying. We are not like those anti-nationals going there working, washing dishes, petrol bunk में काम कर रहे, caretaker की काम कर रहे. They are anti-nationals, according to my sense. According to my sense. So have you ever heard about Grand Canyon? Grand Canyon of India, Gandikota. The same question has appeared in UPSC on Penna River. So along the coastal regions, deltas would be created, beaches would be created. Who have created it? All these things we will be learning out. Are you getting this point, everyone? You have gone into caves, Balloon Caves, Anantapur district, Kurnool and Anantapur district, Araku Caves, Borra Caves. How these caves got created? All these are nothing but landform is transforming, right? Landform is transforming, right? Anyone from Bongir, Nalgonda region? Anyone from Nalgonda district, Warangal? No one? Have you seen the Bongir fort? Picture of Bongir fort. From how did it form? How did that huge rock has been formed? We will learn here. Everything. This kind of stuff we will be. ये थोड़ा boring लगेगा. You will feel bit boring in this, but I will make somewhat interesting in this. We have some theories in this, like continental drift, seafloor spreading and plate tectonics, which becomes the base of this understanding. So by understanding those stuffs, we will be understanding the entire geomorphology, which is required for our UPSC preparation. Okay. Recently in group 1 examination also कुछ question पूछे थे, like वो Switzerland, Netherlands में the lowland region को क्या कहते हैं? Polders was the answer for it. So such kind of stuff you can answer once you have greater knowledge on geomorphology. Second is climatology. Coming to climatology, now it is very cool here. Temperature, मतलब आसपास में उसमें 18 दिखा रहा, but room temperature is somewhere around 25 to 30. नीचे जाएंगे तो temperature 35 to 40 रहेगा. Tomorrow afternoon 2 p.m. we will have some temperature. From where this, what is the source of the temperature for this? Many people believe this, but that is not the answer. Then what is the answer? That we will check out in climatology. Sun is not the reason for temperature. Pressure has relation with temperature. Pressure is not the reason for temperature. If you want to see the pressure and temperature exact relation, go into the atmosphere and you can learn about gas law. So you remember about gas law जो intermediate में पढ़े हैं. Pressure is directly proportional to temperature. मुझे भी थोड़ा बहुत याद है, but you can see that best. And right now slowly clouds are clumping up. Monsoons are arriving. What is monsoon? Why do rainfall occur? How do rainfall occur? What is evaporation? What is relative humidity? What is condensation? What is precipitation? And most interestingly, why do some regions have very high temperatures like deserts? What is diurnal range? And in deserts, why people wear sweaters in the night? Very interesting thing. Have you heard this? People wear sweaters in the nights in the desert. But whenever we think about desert, only one thing comes into our picture, that is high temperature. But desert का मतलब high temperature नहीं है. Desert is lack of vegetation. Wherever vegetation is absent, that is desert. Vegetation is absent here, desert. Rayalaseema region, earlier it had very good vegetation, but it has converted into a desert. So desert has some different kahani. And most interestingly, most of the deserts are located either on Tropic of Cancer or Capricorn. Why? We'll understand in this. If you go and check out in the world map, you take Sonaran Mojave Desert, Sahara Desert, Libyan Desert, Sudan Desert, or Daste Kavir, Daste Lut Desert, Thar Desert, and Great Australian Desert, Sandy Desert, Kalahari Desert, Namib Desert. Most of the deserts, they are located on the Tropic of Cancer or Capricorn. Why? We'll check out the reason there. Okay. And we will understand about cyclones. Recently, what was the cyclone which has hit the west coast, east coast? Its name is? Bribjoy. Okay. So who has given this name? Why they have to name? Why cyclone only in Bay of Bengal? Why some in Arabian Sea? Why not high like Bay of Bengal? Why only Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha and West Bengal would be hit with this?
High temperature.
Where in Tamil Nadu?
No, sir. Bay of Bengal.
Bay of Bengal has high temperature. If I prove Arabian Sea,
No, sir.
then you will give me a token of lakh.
Air will be blowing.
Air will blow, but not only one factor, as you have said. There are multiple factors which creates tropical cyclone. एक factor से नहीं बनेगा.
Yes.
With one factor, tropical cyclone will not win. Congress did not win with one factor in Karnataka election. Many people say because of Bharat Jodo Yatra, मतलब Congress ने जीता है. Many factors have added it. Bharat Jodo Yatra is one factor, but people were against BJP. People were against with the hijab issue. People were against with the Kaveri dispute issue. People were having issues with leadership. People were having issues with inflations which are seen in the societies. So all these factors have made. One factor kabhi nahi reh gayi, UPSC. Okay. So and why equatorial region experience daily rainfall? Every day between 4 to 5 p.m. why equatorial region experience rainfall? That we will learn. Interestingly, in Mediterranean Sea surrounding countries, why wine is more famous? You know about this, उसको क्या बोलेंगे, champagne or general wine. Why only that particular region has high amount of wine manufacturing? वो भी climatology से पता चलेगा आपको. Are you getting this? World fishing zones, where they are, you will understand in this climatology. Coming to oceanography, we will read about different oceans, different relief. The surface which we see, on which we walk, that might be a plain plateau, mountain or any valley like structure. Oceanic surface is not flat, it is also that dissected. Same like the oceanic bottom relief we will learn. We'll learn about different movements of oceanic water. We will have tides, waves, oceanic currents. And because of that particular oceanic currents, we will have development of fishing zones. Many people still, they don't know the difference between a wave and tide. Anyone know the difference between wave and tide here?
Yes, sir. Tides occur because of moon.
Okay. Then wave occur because of sun.
No, sir.
Then? Yes, ma'am. Gravitational pull, okay. What was the question which I have asked? What was the question which I have asked? What is the difference between? What is the answer which you are giving? See, this is also very important in UPSC that you have to stick to the question. Because like for example, if they have asked a question on discuss the administration of Akbar. तो बचपन से ये आदत है हमें. We have that habit in social studies exclusively that we start writing from Indus Valley civilization. अकबर था medieval India में, Indus Valley 2500 में. Indus Valley civilization took place, उसके बाद वैदिक, उसके बाद बुद्धिज्म, जैनिज्म, महाजनपद, मौर्य, गुप्ता, शातवाहना, ये पूरा लिख लिख के पागल होके उसके बाद तुगलक डायनेस्टी, वो डायनेस्टी, ये डायनेस्टी, फिर अकबर के बारे में. Stick to the question. What is difference between wave and tide? Wave is a horizontal movement of water. Tide is a vertical movement of water. Very simple. If I ask you what make tides and waves, then the answer which you have given. Are you getting this point? So that's why first listen to the question very perfectly and answer to the question. So if I ask you what you had in your lunch, your answer dal chawal. Your answer should not be like morning I woke up very late. ग्रीन टी पिया था, 2 बिस्किट खाया, फिर 10 बजे आई हैड सम स्नैक्स, इसीलिए भूख नहीं था, दैट्स वाई आई हैव एट ओनली अ कप ऑफ दाल एंड. मतलब कौन पागल पूछा तुझे? मैंने क्वेश्चन पूछा था व्हाट यू हैड इन लंच, व्हाट शुड बी योर आंसर? दाल चावल, खत्म, है ना. सुबह आप क्या कर रहे थे, दैट इज नन ऑफ माई बिजनेस. माई आंसर, माई question was what you had in lunch. That's what you have to learn in this particular UPSC preparation. Okay. So in oceanography, you will also learn about the salinity, different salts which are present in that, what is the role of it. This is very short chapter, but this is very important. Every year UPSC tends to ask a question on it. When these three core aspects, core elements will fit into your mind, then rest becomes easy. How? For example, the second line of the syllabus. Natural resource distribution across the world including South Asia and India. Natural resource का मतलब which nature has given us: coal, petroleum, manganese, iron ore, bauxite, uranium, thorium. Many people earlier used to neglect these questions, but मैं जबरदस्ती पढ़ाता था. If you want, you can go back to some YouTube videos and you can check even. Many people earlier, what they used to do is they used to leave economic geography, क्योंकि इसमें ज़्यादा facts है. Learning about iron ore distribution here and there is very difficult for us to remember. Earlier people used to leave this. अरे यार क्या याद रखेंगे? But इस बार open करके देखो, May 28th के question paper. They started asking questions on natural resources distribution. यार syllabus में दिया तो पढ़ना जरूरी है. Yes or no? If it has been given in the syllabus, we have to read it. UPSC का मर्जी है. It is the interest of UPSC that it will give question from that or not. It is on their perspective. But आप जाके UPSC को क्वेश्चन नहीं कर सकते ना, सर इतने साल नहीं दिए क्वेश्चन, अभी क्यों दिए? For example, coal, iron ore distribution. Wherever the volcanic rocks are there, their iron ore would be there. So this is bit factual in nature, but I'll help you how to remember these facts with some mnemonics and with some ideological aspects. And once you understand the core of geography, once you understand where the resources are, then isn't this particular topic easy for you? Factors responsible for location of iron and steel industry. Wherever iron ore and coal is there you will establish TISCO, Jamshedpur में. Cotton textile industry, जहाँ पे भी cotton grow होगा, Maharashtra, Gujarat, you will establish cotton textile industry. Mumbai, cotton textile hub. Ahmedabad, cotton textile hub. Wherever jute is grown, Kolkata, jute textile industry. Sugar, largest domination, Uttar Pradesh, sugar mills domination. So on the basis of natural resource distribution, some other factors will be acting, but prior factor would be this. See, सब कुछ है. We have money, we have labor, we have infrastructure, we have power, we have navigation, we have road, we have trucks, we have heavy infrastructure. Cotton नहीं है. Does cotton textile industry would be there? Would be there? No. So in this way, if this becomes easy, this becomes easy. And if this becomes easy, this becomes easy. And fourth line of syllabus, geophysical phenomena like earthquake, cyclone, tsunami, these things would be dealt in world geography itself, but separately they have given the line. But this portion would be covered here while we discuss the geomorphology and climatology. Last line of syllabus, very interesting. While we are reading the geography concepts, what we would be doing is, we shall be locating different geographical areas. Like North America have Rocky Mountains and Sonoran Mojave Deserts, Appalachian Mountains. हो सकता है UPSC prelims में question might come from that particular location. Okay. Or else, this is the first base. Like we will mark different locations, different geographical features and its location. But right now what is happening is, due to human intervention, anthropogenic activities, the geographical features are changing. Recently, a lake from West Asia has transformed into desert. Lake Fugibine. UPSC will ask a question. Which of the following lakes of West Asia have recently converted itself into desert? Answer is Lake Fugibine. This question I think so, they have asked in the last year, 2022 preliminary exam. So critical changes in geographical features. Why these changes are happening? Global warming, climate change, human activity. Here environmental perspective comes into picture. So what is the change which is happening in its flora and fauna? Flora का मतलब vegetation, fauna का मतलब and wildlife. So what is the change? Amazon forest fire, Australian bushfire, locust swamps which have got hit the grassland. In Telangana Group 1 examination on June 11th which has happened, this question have asked. In UPSC already this has been asked before 4 years. So in 2018 or 19 they have asked this question. So why this is changing? Here what is coming is environmental perception is coming and indulging itself into geography. So most dynamic aspects would be introduced here, and that current affairs modulation would be there, where you will learn different things from that current updations. Apart from this, some miscellaneous things like population geography, transportation, infrastructure, transportation, that is like where we have different roads, railway facilities, inland navigation systems. Those miscellaneous, despite they might not have given here, but we have to learn it. That we shall be learning. This is what the entire syllabus which we are going to learn from in the geography section. And syllabus of environment has been given in one line, ecology and environment and climate change and global warming. उसमें कुछ detailed syllabus दिया नहीं. So, but when we start that particular topic, I will be discussing that. Is this clear for you, everyone? Everyone, you have got an overview of what geography is. So, before the geography starts, my sincere request for everyone is to read 6th to 12th NCRTs. Okay, if you are not understanding, you will understand 6th to 10th for sure. 11th and 12th mein thoda bahut you will face difficulty. If you don't understand also, you just read it. Whatever terms which you did not understand, just write it on the top. Whenever that particular topic comes, it would be cleared. If not, you can ask a doubt over there directly raising the hand. You have few days of time, not wasting this time. Already you have took the decision of becoming an IAS. So it means you have 50% qualified to become an IAS. In your 100% of journey, the first 50% lies in taking the decision either to become an IAS or not. Already 50% you have reached. The only thing which you have to do is the next 50%. How you are going to manage it. Are you getting this point, everyone? Clear? Any doubts? And as of now, don't follow any resource. When the classes would be starting, institute would be supported with one value addition material. So class notes, value addition material, you refer it first. Later on, wherever I feel necessary, I'll refer some topics from certain books. No necessary that you take the entire book and buy and read. Just you can download that copy and जो भी chapters है वो print out करके आप पढ़ सकते हैं. No need to buy every book. Clear? Book लिए तो geography को 10-20 book रहेंगे. So there is no necessity. Just refer to the class notes. Okay? Any doubts on this? Clear, everyone? Clear, everyone? Everyone? So hopefully we'll start the sessions very soon. So exact date I can't say, but we'll start it very soon. But before that, make sure that you finish off the NCRTs. Wherever you get doubt, that particular doubt you write it off so that I can help you out. Okay, done? And whenever you come to the class on the first day, make sure that you bring Oxford Student Atlas. Student. School मिलेगा. Don't get the school atlas, get Oxford Student Atlas. Okay? No, Abhishek ji, वो open ended नहीं है. UPSC सिर्फ they have given a closed statement. It's like simply government is doing criminal activities, but government will do criminal activities, but no one is criminal in it. मतलब ये open ended statement नहीं, but criminals तो रहेंगे उसमें. So open-ended syllabus is not given, that has to be interpreted, and hopefully with experience different faculties generally tend to interpret that. So ये जो मैंने interpretation किया था, this is out of my experience as a student, as a mentor, as a faculty, as a failed UPSC aspirant. So ये मेरा interpretation है ना. So all 23 candidates who have selected under me until now in my like 9 years of teaching. So वो तो एटलीस्ट सेलेक्ट हुआ तो इस इंटरप्रिटेशन से ही हुआ होगा ना. They might have selected with this interpretation itself. So obviously this interpretation has some value. So every faculty will have their own interpretation according to the syllabus lines given by UPSC. So this interpretation I am doing it. Open-ended interpretation, generally institutes would be doing it. It doesn't mean that it is the absolute thing. There is no absolute thing in UPSC. No. What topics to be read, for example, I can only spell out when we start up with geomorphology. इफ आई गिव यू द लिस्ट ऑफ ऑल द टॉपिक्स तो 120 टॉपिक रहेंगे, वो देख के आप परेशान हो जाएंगे. सो सी, don't think about the result, what is going to happen on May 26th or what will happen. Would you go to Labasna for training, or are you going to get an IAS or IPS, और IAS सेलेक्ट होने के बाद आपको फॉर्च्यूनर मिलेगा, बोलेरो मिलेगा, नहीं तो अपार्टमेंट में फ्लैट देंगे या डुप्लेक्स में फ्लैट देंगे, 1 लाख रुपए सैलरी रहेगा, 2 गनमैन रहेंगे, 1 गनमैन रहेगा, घर में फोन बिल हमें भरना है, लाइक गवर्नमेंट भर देगा. मतलब ये सारे सोचने का नहीं है. दिस इज टुडे इज थर्सडे, राइट? Monday, agar we have planned to do something in that week, we have kept a target, finish the target. That will give actual sense. So don't think much, Abhishek ji. मेरा मानना है कि like, see, becoming a prime minister of India or earning 500 crore rupees in share market और रातों रात मिनिस्टर की पोस्ट मिल गया. These things, are these giving some sense to us? Are these having some sense? No. Sunday के दिन बैठ गए. You have kept a target. This week I'll finish NCERTs and I'll clear my basics. 6th to 10th NCERT सारे पढ़ेंगे. You have set Saturday तक आप complete किए. That is target number 1 finished. Then give yourself a small treat for the target 1 which you have finished. This is what which will give sense. The targets which you keep for that particular week or shorter span, that will make some sense. अगर मैं ये खड़ा खड़े बोलूंगा like one day I'll become Prime Minister of India, people will think me as fool. But if I say I am working for one political party, ये week 4-5 meeting है, I have to attend those 4-5 meetings. I have to meet some ministers, I have to meet some MLAs. Next time I am expecting a ticket, I have to spend some money for my कार्यकर्तास. This is making some sense. But मैं अगर यहाँ पे शपथ लेके जाऊं कि लाइक मैं प्राइम मिनिस्टर बनूंगा, देखो 30 साल के बाद आप कहाँ पे रहेंगे, मैं कहाँ पे रहूंगा, that doesn't make any sense. That's why don't think much, think very calm, think only for this week, think only what we have did. Okay? तो बोलेरो चाहिए, फॉर्च्यूनर, एंड डोंट गिव एनीवन ए रॉन्ग फेथ और रॉन्ग ट्रस्ट और ए रॉन्ग वर्ड. सम मतलब ऐसा नहीं रहेंगे. सम ऑफ यू माइट हैव गिवन वादा घर में कि देखो अगले सर मैं फॉर्च्यूनर कार में ही वापस आऊंगा, है ना, देखो मैं IAS बन के ही घर आऊंगा. बनेंगे तो IAS, नहीं बनेंगे तो और उससे बेहतर बनेंगे, है ना. सो डोंट गिव प्रोमिसेस. एंड सर, मेनी पीपल कम टू मी इन some sarcastic senses like, sir, next year however I have to crack IAS because like my girlfriend का फादर को मैं 1 year का टाइम लेके आया हूँ. मेरा गर्लफ्रेंड का फादर को बोला कि मैं IAS बन के आपका बेटी को शादी करूंगा. अरे जाने दे भाई, वो गर्लफ्रेंड नहीं है तो दूसरा मिल जाएंगे जब भी आप IAS बन जाएंगे, है ना. इफ शी वॉन्ट्स शी विल वेट, इफ ही वॉन्ट्स ही विल वेट. आप ये कोशिश मत करो, ये मूवी नहीं है कि एयरपोर्ट में एस्केलेटर चढ़ा, वापस उतरा तो कलेक्टर, है ना. दिस इज गोइंग टू टेक यू एन एवरेज टाइम ऑफ 3 to 5 years. जनरली ये 5 वर्ष योजना है. 1 year कोचिंग में गया, 1 year सेल्फ रीडिंग, 3rd year में फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट. फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट इज ऑब्वियसली नॉर्म, मतलब वो प्रेशराइज्ड अटेम्प्ट है. फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में नहीं निकला तो सेकंड अटेम्प्ट में मेंस नहीं आया, फिर 3rd अटेम्प्ट में निकला. तो टू क्रैक दिस समवेयर इट टेक्स लॉट्स ऑफ टाइम. रात रात बन जाएंगे तो कर्नाटका चीफ मिनिस्टर बनेंगे, है ना, IAS नहीं बनेंगे. टेक टाइम, वर्क हार्ड, वर्क स्मार्ट, indulge into those activities which your personality will change, where it will make you an IAS. Okay, done? Everyone clear with this? Everyone? Sure. Thank you.